Emery, Senior Class President, to present the class charge.
I think we all just lucky to be where we are right now. We're all very lucky to have a staff and administration that was so determined to give us the most normal year possible. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be at this graduation, and we definitely wouldn't have had prom. So from the bottom of our hearts, we thank all of you for everything you did for us. Our teachers have also been more like family than just our teachers, and they made us feel welcome in this building and made it more about than their job to be here, and we thank you. We're all very lucky to be sitting here right now. It's been a long 4 years, but so quick at the same time. Seems like just yesterday we were shadowing as 8th graders, but here we are, gathered in our caps and gowns, about to head out into the great unknown. High school has really been great. Sure, it had its ups and downs, but unfortunately the past year has been the worst of all of them. Between the uncertainty, confusion, and the desperation for normalcy, I'm just thrilled that we're all lucky enough to gather one last time. And I say we're lucky to be here because if there is a life lesson that I've learned, it's that nothing in life is guaranteed. As we're all about to start a new chapter in our lives, I ask my classmates to remember this. In high school, you look forward to senior year, the field trips, the parties, the job fairs, college visits. However, not everything goes as we plan, and things can be changed or gone in an instant. Trust me, because I almost experienced it. As many of you know, I was involved in a very bad accident this past winter and almost lost everything I had. And let me tell you, it really makes you stop and think about everything you have and how to let go of things that don't go your way. Through my recovery, I experienced a lot of different feelings: regret, anger, how I wish things had gone differently, and then it all hit me. Why would I complain when I'm the luckiest guy in the world, eye patch and all? And even though I was lying in the hospital with a mangled face and a messed up eye, I learned that life is great and precious. The past year, we have really learned that nothing is guaranteed. And because of this, I want you to be content in any and all situations. I believe this is the key to happiness. I could have just complained and moped around and hated life, but instead, I chose to look to the positive side of things. Realizing that being content was the key to my happiness didn't just come to me overnight. Just ask my family. It took me a while to figure that philosophical ingenious out, but I did. I realized that no matter what I do, if I'm content at my worst, then I will be happy at any state in my life. Never forget that you don't need a new life to start over. All it takes is a new mindset. There's nothing you can't do in life if you put your mind to it. It's like I always say, shoot for the stars, because even if you land on the moon, then I reckon you're doing all right, because that one guy was really excited to be up there. Maybe nothing is guaranteed, but also realize that there's always a bright side to things and multiple views you can have on your life. You see, it took me a lot of long, sleepless nights to realize all the good in my life after I came home from the hospital. I was alive, still able to do things on my own, and most importantly, I have the best support system in the world, my friends and family. I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with Lane Frost, so here's a little backstory on him. Lane Frost was the 1987 PRCA World Bull Riding Champion and 1990 inductee into the Bull Riding Hall of Fame. Lane is arguably one of the best bull riders that ever lived, but unfortunately he was killed by a bull at the Cheyenne Farms Rodeo. However, Lane couldn't have accomplished all he did if it wasn't for his best friend and rodeo partner, Tough Heaton. One of Lane's early rodeos landed him in the medical tent after he was stomped on by a bull. And he told Tough he was thinking of giving up rodeo. But Tough told him two simple words that fueled his fire and made him continue his dream: cowboy up. If it wasn't for the encouragement from a friend, the world would have never known one of the best bull riders to ever live and die for his passion. Having somebody on your side of the ring can make a huge difference in your life. I know I couldn't be where I am if it wasn't for my closest friends and family. They were all there for me through my recovery process, and that is undoubtedly the reason why I was able to recover so well mentally. I'll be the first to say life will throw you curves, a lot. But it's just like riding a horse. No matter how much you fall off, you always got to get back on. Sometimes you just got to have a friend there to give you a leg up. So always let your friends help, and most importantly, be that friend for them when they need it. As we prepare to go out into our adult lives, I just want you to know that we are all capable of achieving great things. Don't be afraid to try. The next Bill Gates or George Clooney might be sitting right here in this gym tonight, but no one can get there by giving a half effort or thinking of the ways it won't work and making excuses. Always give 100% and never be afraid of chasing your dreams, because you will always fail if you never try. I'm asking you tonight to do your best to chase after any dreams you may have, whether it's asking that girl out on a date or applying to that school or that job. You should just go for it. You always fail if you never try. So class of 2021, let me leave you with my final thoughts. Life is short and nothing is ever guaranteed, so live it to the fullest, and in a way that when you're old and wrinkled, you don't look back on your life and think about all the things you didn't do. With the class of 2021, please stand and join me in flipping your tassels from one side to the other to symbolize the turning of a page from one chapter in our lives to the next. And before I leave, I'd like to leave you with one more piece of advice. A good friend of mine once told me to do everything at 100 miles an hour, because even if you mess it up, you know you did it with every bit of effort you had. Thank you.